introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Dak on the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Kill. Mike, 49. I don't think you got it.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Marr now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He cuts right sideline in some space. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. The 40. The 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Mike, 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. What,
3rd and goal, option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, Prescott.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
390. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, motion.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get... And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, set up for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon. As the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. Fancy footwork in midfield. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 44, Rivers to Gordon out left. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
180, 390, load it, load it. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. So we got man. 48's mine. 48's mine. Q.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Hey, Brown 80. 54. Here we go.
2nd and 15 now. Rivers steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go! Hey, I'm going to go load it! Load it!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here we go. Check 52. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47. 57, Mike. 65. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Under 10.
They go to Elliott again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Yeah, 180! 180! Got one. 36.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
390! Coming this way. Here we go. Buffalo one. Hey, downtown! He's checking.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up.